So you had a relationship where everything seemed perfect for the first 3 months, and then all of a sudden she up and broke up with you, and you want to know what happened. Watch this video, I'm going to tell you. Hi, my name's Benny. I'm an online dating and texting coach, and I've been doing this for about 4 years. And it's not uncommon to have somebody come to me and say, hey, look, everything was great for about 3 months, and then all of a sudden they're kind of left speechless, wondering what happened because everything seems so great. And I don't think it's rocket science for me to tell you that, the body creates chemicals when two people meet each other, they spend time, everybody's really, really excited, and you're living off that high for the first 3 months. And then eventually you got to come down to earth. You got to deal with that actual person that's right there in front of you, that happens to be a human, right? And it's not as magical as what the chemicals in your body were making it feel like. But another thing that's really, really interesting about the first 90 days of a relationship is that people also hide who they are. They hide their red flags. They kind of bite their tongue about something they might complain about later on in the relationship. All the logistical realities of dealing with another person, they kind of get put at bay for the first 3 months of the relationship. It's not really super common to fight during that time either. And if you're not fighting in a relationship, at least occasionally, something's wrong because somebody isn't speaking up for their wants or their needs. So you have to observe the following. Number one, people are essentially drug addicts during the first, few months of their relationship because they're getting the chemicals. Number two, people are going to speak up for their needs and wants eventually, right? You're going to start being a real person, and that's going to happen after that 3 month mark. And likewise, if you've hid things about yourself and you're just now showing them after the 3 month mark, okay, then you could also expect that person is going to have a more realistic assessment of who they're dealing with at that time. Now, if you've been broken up with and none of these things we've talked about thus far seems to be the culprit, you might entertain one of the other possibilities. Now, first thing is, a 3 month relationship is a new relationship. So it is possible that somebody could decide to go back to their ex, somebody that they've had a longer relationship with at that time, potentially. Also, maybe you were trying too hard. Maybe you were the one to text first all the time. Maybe you got more out of being with that person than they got from you. And maybe you just drove them off with neediness, potentially. Or potentially they're broken. Maybe they seek validation endlessly. And now that the chemicals have worn off, they're looking to some new person to fill that hole and give them that new spark of acceptance. So it really could be anything, but these are some of the possibilities that I've seen commonly as a coach over the last few years. Now, if you'd like some closure or some analysis on your situation, you can click on my profile right here. There's a link in there, and there's several options for working with me. And make sure that you're following my account for more dating advice.